All right, good morning. Who is this? These sheep don't look familiar. So you guys remember I brought my little ram Teeny to the butcher a couple weeks ago. And the butcher is just right up the road from me, not even a quarter mile. And he's actually the guy who sold me my house. He and his wife sold me my house. Really nice couple. In our community, everybody knows everybody. It's a pretty small-knit community, close-knit. And people try to help each other out. So when there's a farming couple who's having a rough time because they're getting older and they get overwhelmed with all the animals that they have accrued over the years, the whole community tries to help out. So that's what happened here. There was an older couple. I think the husband passed away this past year during the pandemic, and the farming wife was just overwhelmed. She was in her 70s or 80s and had way too many animals to care for on her own, found herself in a predicament. So she reached out to the butcher just for like some help, see who could help her out, take on some of her animals. And he took this ewe here, and she had two tiny little lambs at the time, a ewe lamb and a ram lamb. Ram lamb was pure black. So when I brought Ram Teeny to the butcher, I saw this little ewe tethered out back with her two tiny little lambs, and she was in really rough shape, so I asked about her, and they told me the story. And you guys know me, I love animals. I have a heart for animals. I went back and met this sweet little ewe, and she's so precious. She's so friendly. She's just, at a rough place in life where she just needed a little help. So she's at Frenzy Farm now, you guys. We've got two new sheep, two new ewes. We didn't need them, but we got them because it was kind of a community rescue situation. So we've named the ewe, the black ewe, Sweet Pea. Hi, Sweet Pea. She's still getting settled in. And her little ewe lamb was affectionately named by my neighbor's daughter after herself. This is little Kaya lamb. Kaya. So she's very petite. I don't know what kind of sheep she is. It kind of goes against my breeding program. I was just going to get Cormos this year. But an animal in need deserves help. And she was definitely worth rescuing. She's a very sweet, very docile ewe. All I know about her is that she's had lambs 3 years in the last 3 years, so she's probably about 4 years old. And what I'm going to do today, since I got her yesterday and she's settling in, today, after she settles in a little bit, I'm going to get her up on the milking stand because we separated her from her ram lamb yesterday, and I'm just noticing her udder is really big on the one side, on the right side. So what I'll do is I'll get her up on my milking stand, see if I can milk her out, make her more comfortable, and I'll trim her hooves, and I'll give her a CD&T vaccine and a warming drench. We'll just get her comfortable and healthy, and then we'll see how she does. I'm going to keep her separated from the rest of my flock for about a week or so because we don't know what type of bugs she might have in her belly. Sheep tend to have intestinal parasites if they're not managed really well, so we'll just watch her and observe her for a while. She's eating really well. I'm also going to check her teeth to get a better gauge on how old she is, because you can tell a sheep's age by their teeth up until a certain point. And yeah, that's about it. She was shorn before lambing, it appears, so doesn't need to be sheared. I might have to clip up underneath here with my hand clippers just to kind of clean her up down there. She's like, what are you doing looking at my bell? She's got some extra fluff down on her bell, so we'll just clip that and clean her up a little bit. Maybe she was too close to lambing and they didn't feel comfortable shearing her by her udders. It's possible. Big blooming udders. We don't want to go near that when you're almost about to lamb. So we're very happy with these two girls. Erin is in love with them. They're so sweet, you guys. They're really, really sweet. Golden personalities, so you can tell they were hand raised and treated really well until they just couldn't be taken care of anymore. And that happens sometimes out here in the country. people do what they can. They raise animals their whole lives, and then one day they wake up and they're in their 70s or 80s, and you have so many sheep, and they require a lot of physical labor. So it happens, especially after a really long, hard year like we've had. People are just doing the best they can right now. But I had the time, the energy, and the facilities to take on a few more and help somebody out, so I did. So that's why we have 2 more sheep. I set her up with some electrolytes and some vitamins in that water. That's why it's orange. And this water is just nice, clean, fresh water for her. Gave her some sweet feed today. Not too much because she only has 1 lamb, and I don't want her to get too much fat and protein from the sweet feed and just convert it into milk. She doesn't need that much milk. It appears that she's already weaned her lambs, even though they're pretty small. They are probably about 8 or 9, maybe even 10 weeks old. So they don't need to be drinking mama milk. And so she can just be eating hay at this point with a little bit of supplemental grain, but not too much. And next week, when she's healthy and happy and we know how well she's doing, she'll go out on pasture with the other ewes. So she's not on pasture today, but I might take her out on a leash because she's really good on a leash and on a halter. I might take her out in the front yard and get her some fresh grass today. But that's our new rescue sheep. We're real excited. Yeah, hi little Kaya lamb. So cute. Good morning, Red. Good morning, Red. Sheep are out on pasture today. Close enough that she can hear the bells and she can hear them and they can smell each other. So getting used to each other's scent. Hi, Sweet Pea. You sweet girl. Good morning, Jackson. Handsome boy. All right. Just finished waking up my farm. Good morning. I got my beautiful Dolly Parton and Reg here. Hi, guys, my apple yards. And my chickens are all waking up. Good morning, chickens. Hi, girls. And I woke up the duckies this morning. It was so warm out yesterday. It got up to 93 degrees in May, in Maine, which is pretty much unheard of. So I brought the ducklings out of the barn yesterday, turned off their heat lamps, and they enjoyed some nice fresh sunshine. And they liked it so much, and the temps only went into like the upper 60s last night. It was still a warm night. So I left them out all night. And then this morning I moved them onto some fresh grass. You can tell they were right over here, where all the poops have caked the grass down. And today they're over here. So I'm just going to start moving my little ducklings around. Got a few nibbles on the khaki Campbells yesterday, so those might find a new home in the next few days. And this weekend I'm probably going to put up a duckling sign by the farm stand and put them right out by the farm stand because now they're fine off their heat lamp. They don't need to be in the barn anymore. So we got our little duckies out today. Let's see who else is out. Gil, are you out with your girls? Hi, Missy. Good morning, our little throuple. Enjoying their day. Are we turning into a quartet? I think Silky wants to be part of the throuple. Hi, I mean not Silky, what's his name? Fluffy. Fluffy, you want to be part of it? Yeah. I'm a Silky too, he says. I want to be part of the throuple. Got our quail in the shade today, looking gorgeous. Hi, girls. Looking good. Oh, they're looking so good, nice and plump. My goodness. There are my sheeps. Looking beautiful out on their pasture. Fresh green grass every day, right, Gil? That's right. All right. What a gorgeous day. Hope you're all enjoying the sun. Put on some sunblock and try not to get burned. We love you. See you later.